Have you ever gone to a party or out with friends and felt guilty because the food wasn't clean? Or maybe labeled food good or bad and avoided the things that you actually love to eat, like pizza, only to binge eat them later in secret? Yeah, that's been me too. When I've been deep in the clean eating mindset, I thought I was being healthy. But what I was really doing is creating food rules that didn't need to be there. I was creating guilt and I was creating shame around eating food. And here's the problem with clean eating. It often disguises itself as disordered eating in disguise. So if you are in that or you've been in that, I'm here to help you. Welcome back to my channel. It's Christina, and if you're new here, I help with your fitness, self-care, and self-love journeys. Today, we are diving into something many of us have struggled with along the way, which is clean eating. We've been there, done that. On the surface, it sounds so healthy and like something that we should be doing, but there's a hidden problem that no one talks about. And by the end of this video, you'll see food in a whole new way. So let's get into it. Clean eating sounds harmless, but it isn't. Clean eating teaches that food outside of what we call clean is bad for us, not good, and we need to avoid it. And it's dirty, it's bad, it's wrong to eat. And when you do eat them, what happens? What happens when you have that mindset of, oh, I can't eat this, and then you do eat it? What do you think of? What happens? You feel guilty. You automatically have this guilt that, oh gosh, I just ate a piece of cake and that's not clean, that's not good, I can't have that. And you beat yourself up for it. I've been there. I know many people that have been there. I know people that are there. And then what happens? When you do this, you overcompensate by overeating and binge eating the food that you wanted all along because you're trying to restrict it. And how do you overcompensate? Over-exercising and telling yourself, oh, I'll just start my diet again on Monday. This cycle is exhausting. It is so tiring, it's so annoying, it's exhausting, and it keeps you further away from food freedom and balance. And we are all about food freedom and balance on this channel. You can have the sweets, you can have the carbs, you can have whatever it is, as long as you're eating in balance. And as long as you're eating in the 80-20 rule of like 80% of the time, you are eating healthy, you're eating clean, you're doing all the things, but the 20% of the time, you can have those sweet treats and not beat yourself up over it. Doesn't that sound nice? But with the rules of clean eating, that's not possible. But with food freedom and the 80-20 rule, it is. It's 100% possible. If you want a little sweet treat at the end of the night, you can have it. But with clean eating, you can't have it. Number 2 is guilt and shame around food. Clean eating teaches us that out of the approved list of foods, all those foods are bad for us and they're dirty and we can't have them. It's like we have this approved list of things that we can eat and things that we can't eat. And it's like, oh, if I have this approved list, then I'm bad. I messed up, and then there's guilt and there's shame. And then you're beating yourself up, and then maybe you're overcompensating again by working out excessively or restricting excessively with food. And it's not good for you. It's terrible for you. Clean eating sounds harmless, but it isn't. Hear me out. On social media, you'll hear like, eat whole natural foods. Avoid processed stuff. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. That sounds innocent, right? And some people have great intentions. I'm not bashing people that say that stuff. Some people have great intentions, but the problem is, the more strict we become with these rules that we're trying to put in place, the more we start fearing foods that don't fit in this perfect bubble of things that we think that we should be eating. And this fear that we have creates stress around food. Like, you can't go to a party, you can't go to a get-together, you have to ask what they're gonna have, you have to do this, you have to do that. Which, ironically, that's not healthy either. Clean eating, you have to be so careful when you say that you are eating clean. Okay, what does that look like for you? It should be the 80-20 rule. It shouldn't be like, oh, I can't have anything. It's harmful if I have anything outside of the cleaning bubble, because that will cause disordered eating, and it will cause habits with food that don't need to be there. Point number 3, we're going to talk about the mental health side of it. Clean eating and the mindset around clean eating can really impact someone's mental health. We should be using food as fuel, not as a scare tactic or a fear tactic, and something that we enjoy. It should be for fuel. It should be for enjoyment, not this fear tactic. When it becomes stressful, obsessive, anxiety filled with rules, that's when it becomes a problem. And no food should have moral value. Food should just be food. No moral value with it. When it becomes stressful, when it becomes just this chore that we have, when it becomes obsessive, it takes the clear joy that we used to have for food completely out of it, and then we dread meals. We don't want to eat. We just get so annoyed and tired of food, and we don't even want to be a part of it. And that's why I like to focus on food freedom. Nourishing my body, but also enjoying the foods that I love. And yes, focusing on the foods that make me feel physically and emotionally and mentally good, which is more like whole foods and fruit and vegetables and that sort of stuff, but not to beat myself up, and to actually enjoy the sweets and the carbs and things that I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy it without the guilt. I just want to eat it because I want to eat it. If I want a cookie at the end of the night, I'm going to eat that cookie at the end of the night and have food freedom and not have that guilt of I just ate a cookie. I hate when I hear someone say, oh, I shouldn't have eaten this. Why not? We have one life, one body. Enjoy it while you can, and enjoy the food. Yes, eat healthy. Eat a good lifestyle so that you have energy to chase your kids. You have a good life, a healthy life. You can fight off sicknesses when you're healthy. Like, have a good nutrition. I'm not saying don't have a good nutrition. Don't get me wrong when I'm saying this. What I am saying is we need a balance. We need a balance that helps us not feel guilty when we do eat a sweet, when we do eat a carb, when we do eat whatever it is, that we're not feeling guilty for it 10 minutes later. Food guilt is real, people. It is real. It is so real. I've dealt with it. People that I know have dealt with it. And when you talk about clean eating and you can only eat clean, it's like paralyzing. And you become this person that you never thought you would be. When you're eating in guilt and shame, you're not just eating the cookie anymore. You're eating guilt. You're eating shame. That's what you're eating. And then you beat yourself up over it afterwards. That's not what we need to be doing. Girlie, listen to me. Don't do that to yourself. Fit Falls fam, don't do that to yourself. Enjoy that cookie and then eat the rest of the day as healthy as you want and as healthy as you can. But if you want a cookie at the end of the night, eat that cookie and don't think two more things of it. So listen to me. What do we do instead? The answer is not throw nutrition out the window. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, it's about balance. And there are extremes of clean eating. And I'm not saying don't eat clean. Not saying that. Eat a balanced lifestyle. Because when you say clean eating, it becomes extreme. Just say you're eating a balanced lifestyle. Because who wants to live in fear and shame? I know I don't. I don't want to live in fear and shame. And if you are in this cycle or you've been in this cycle, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. And there's help, there's resources. You can talk to your friends, your family about it. If you want to break that cycle, break it. Because you'll be so much happier once you do. So if this video resonated with you and you love this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to comment any videos that you would like me to film for you guys. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. We are so close to my yearly goal of 650 subscribers. I think we can surpass it. So let's see if we can surpass that goal this month. And comment below, have you ever struggled with clean eating and restrictiveness and all that? If you have struggled with this, comment down below and share your story if you would like, or just that you have. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.